Hello there, welcome back to the Ogre, Git Reacts, Reviews and Off-Times Reminiscences. Today we're doing Caelestra. I'll just check. Is that what we're doing? Caelestra, I suppose you pronounce that. And let me say from the outset, I fucking hate this album. No, I don't. I fucking hate this sort of music. But somehow this album has found its way into my collection because the artist here does it in a way that I quite like enough to buy, and you don't get my money that easy, that's for sure. So there are numerous reasons why this style of music rubs me the wrong way, and there are equally as many reasons why this particular artist hasn't. So let's have a listen, shall we? Normally I would say, with the typical music I listen to, that we all know what's coming next. These sort of quiet intros fool nobody, and you know, we know a blast is on its way. However, with this particular artist and this style of music, nothing is guaranteed. Suffice to say though that this is my land of nod music, really. It's the sort of music I play just before I go to bed very often. So in that respect, this sort of serene beginning is the very thing for heading me off to the land of nod. So but anyway, where's it gonna go? Let's see. So first thing, vocals. Clean singing, male clean singing in particular, is one of my biggest turns off in music, because 95% of male clean singing in a metal environment just doesn't do it for me. I far prefer. I would say you can 50% of female clean singing in a metal type arena. I like, but there's such a small amount of male clean singing that I can get along with in this spectrum. So here, very much like it. It does sort of pick the string that, or pluck the string that I need plucking when listening to male clean vocals. And then, just to make things even better, when the harsher vocals come in, the artist himself says for fans of Devon Townsend and others for his music, and yes, you can see the that vocal influence there for sure. And Devon Townsend's music, only like about 10% of it, but the 10% that I like a lot, and do like Devon Townsend's vocals. So we're our winner. So I suppose you could put a progressive label on this without much fear of contradiction, and that is another thing that would probably normally send me off into a pit of nonchalance, because progressive black metal and a lot of progressive anything doesn't do it for me. But when it does, it does have a significant impact. And here we are again then with these progressive elements that are right up my street and work very well, and have clearly clicked with me. I bought the album, so you know, a greater sort of accolade can it be than you actually put your money where your mouth is, so to speak. And there's such a lot going off here, and you know, every listen there's something new to stroke the synapses, and there's lots of feelings from it. So at times it feels a bit spacey, and other times it feels a little bit ancient. Certainly you're sort of nudged into a fantasy realm, and you're kept guessing. Now I say I listened to this towards bedtime, and you'd probably expect I need something soothing and to sort of drift me off. And I do drift off to this sort of music. I do it far slower than anything else, because there's so much happening and so many different nuances to it that you know, as I'm sort of drifting away, something clicks and draws my attention again. And I don't just listen to this album at bedtime, but it is one of my favoured Land of Nod recordings. one thing I will say for artists that are on the progressive side, it just gives them sort of more free rein in the in what they do in the slower bits, if you like, in the interludes. They're not sort of, if I say sort of, shoot me, I need to keep reminding myself not to say sort of all the time. They can experiment and they can be creative, and they're not sort of bound by any sort of genre stereotypes, you know, breakdowns and the like that you expect in other sorts of parts of the spectrum. And so the colours are there's a wider spectrum of colours and dynamics, and so the whole thing just tickles you and keeps you guessing, as I say, and maintains the wonder. I'm happy to say with this particular artist, their music is full of wonder. And while we talk about the artist, let's not forget here that by and large it's all the work of one person, and I never fail to be amazed at the capability and creativity of such people. Marvellous. Such is the light show on display here that sometimes you're taken away from the fact this is quite a heavy song, and the tracks on this album, but you know, are capable of giving some weight. They are, you know, we are talking tons here, not pounds and ounces, or kilos and kilograms, kilos and grams for those to want it. So yes, there is a excuse me, incredible weight without it being oppressive. I suppose it's a bit like what is it like? Think about this for you commit yourself to saying anything. It's like a thunderstorm. It is in the air, but when it lets its load loose, you know about it. So there you go. Apologies for hearing my guts going yet again. Seems to be a frequent thing when I do these reviews. My guts seem to burble away. Anyway, did I say so? There you go. I think I did. Anyway, where was I? Yeah. So very much looking like looking through a kaleidoscope. This with somebody at the other end of it, just ramming it into your blooming eyeballs every now and again. So there you go. I mean, if you like your music colourful, you've got the full spectrum on this album. So go in, dip your bread. That's all I can say. Yes, so it's nice to be surprised. It's nice to be kicked out of your comfort zone, because, as I say, this sort of music normally would send me running away screaming. But no, here, absolutely super stuff. There you go. Can't say any more. Clicky bollocks. Catch you all next time. Cheerio.